afternoon. This is the Shalisa Experience, and I am Shalisa. I'm excited. I got some new people in the building with me. That's going to be the cast of the show Washed. So I'm going to get right into it. I have Jared Couch,
Byron Hardy,
and Nadir
Shakira.
All right. All right. First, I want to start with Mr. Couch, since we're having this little couch conversation.
This is the perfect setup.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all see, I'm comfortable, so I'm really. Yeah. But y'all get comfortable as you will, but don't put no footprints. First thing I want to ask. Basically, how did you come up with the concept of Wash? Because I'm like already a fan, so I'm waiting on season 2.
Thank you. And season 2 is really taking we're taking a different approach, but it's still in the Wash theme, but it almost feels like a totally different show.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like, if you look at the trailer that we dropped, you can tell it's different, a little more drama, darker cinematography. But as far as like the show itself, it all happened during a transition point in my life, right? My background, I worked for ESPN, I worked for the Texas Rangers, the baseball team, and then I was going to night school, and I got an MBA, went and got an MBA job, was making good money, and after 1 year, they was like, yeah, we're terminating this position. Because the company was kind of like a startup. And it's an interesting point in your life, because when you're washed, and kind of like the underlying theme of season 2 is, you're at a point in your life, and which is around 30, early 30s, late 20s, is that you're young enough to achieve your dreams, but too old just to be a dreamer. So it's like, all right, you got to go, right? So that was, at that point, I had did commercials, I had did documentaries, but at that point in my life, I had the idea for Wash, because an initial name of the show was Quarter Life Crisis. And then after thought about it, I was like, Wash is a little bit more concise. And
plus, nobody lives to 120.
Exactly. And the term washed is a social media term, so it has more of a viral nature to it. And then kind of went from there, and the show grew from there, and we started exploring just some of the physical, social, psychological issues that you deal with when you're chasing your dreams or you're coming of age at that time in your life.
Yeah, I definitely like how you played with the characters. Well, season 1 already out, so I can say, especially with the couples. The
plural couples?
Yeah. Well, the couples. Well, you want the girl that he wants to be a couple with, and then the actual couple. I like because you explore the different relationships. The Eric and I think it's Eric and Amber.
Eric and Amber, but you also had 2 relationships going on.
I was gonna say, like,
you had the semi side chick that really wasn't a side chick. So
kind of like a trial.
We had that discussion the other day. It's one of those things where it's like, she's a side chick, but you don't have a main chick. It's just like, that is the treatment.
Someone you're having sex with.
Yes.
Yeah. And she really didn't. I think it's like real life. She kind of caught feelings and thought it was going to be something where, it was established in the beginning. But it's like, well, no, you had me over her all the time, and you tell me this, and you tell me no. So yeah.
I think it especially happens a lot in today's culture, the dating culture, the hookup culture, in that we never define what we are. But I mean, I'm married, but
I speak for y'all.
I came of age during a time where we talking. You ain't my girl. We talking.
That word.
We talking.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of that relationship. But then in the back of your mind, I think sometimes millennials, which we're older millennials, we get tagged with that. We don't want marriage. But there's a lot of factors that go into that, and it's a lot is the divorce rate, but also financial. So
millennial marriages are partnerships.
What's that?
I said millennial marriages are like business partnerships now.
And then, but also,
there's a lot of truth to that.
I think millennials do want to have that family structure, and because you see it on the flip side, he wanted to have that real relationship with Amber.
Yeah.
Chloe wasn't that girl. Amber was that girl.
Yeah.
So I think it's true in one sense that millennials aren't getting married. The data backs that up, but at the same time, you still want that because
we ain't having kids either.
And that's another thing, because it goes back to the talking and the dating, because a lot of people don't understand dating is dating. There's no mix. There's no physical contact. You're dating. So I think if people go back to that, then maybe a lot of confusion would stop. and the labels and all that. There would be no confusion in labels and things like that. But what I wanted to ask also, as far as I know how you came up with the concept, but did somebody come up with the script, or was this pretty much your idea and you found a writer?
Yeah. So what we did in season 1 was when I got the idea, I said, all right, let me write. In film school, I had wrote a feature film, and I had left that for 10 years, right? You're doing commercials, you're writing 30-second scripts.
Yeah.
So I wrote the first 2. And then we had the first 2, the pilot episodes, which if you look at the season 1, 1 and 2 were the pilot, and then we're like, all right, we got positive reinforcement.
Yeah.
We went back and shot 6 more. So then we brought in 2 more writers, Ashley Lee. We had to bring in a woman because our female dialogue wasn't where it needed to be. The arguments were just real quick, like, I hate you, bye. And so we needed a little bit more, and that's what. And then we wrote out 8 episodes together. I was the lead writer, working with 2 writers that weren't classically trained. So a lot of the onus came on me to like take scene ideas or concept ideas and kind of try to meld it into a story. Now, what I will say, going into season 2, I wasn't happy with our structure. Right? I felt like if we were ever going to be great, and some things I've been saying, kind of a soundbite is, good is the enemy of great, right? And if we wanted to be good, keep doing what we were doing, right? That's all we were doing, but didn't want to do that. So we tore it all down in season 2 because we wanted to be great. And I hope we achieved that, but if we didn't, it wasn't for a lack of trying. So we rebuilt the writer's room, and we ended up with 3 males, 3 females, and we had I guess that would make three new writers, and then we also brought in a consulting team. So once we got done with it, and I have this storyboard that looks like I'm trying to catch a murderer as
it looks like he's trying to fucking catch Stringer Bell.
And we wrote 13 episodes for season 2 initially, and it's only going to end up being 2. But we want to take a systematic approach to kind of, the most professional approach we could to make it the storyline is cohesive and weaving through. And then we had the consultant team, and we let them check us, and if it was whack, they tell us it's whack. We go back to the drawing board, and we always scrutinize each other. So that's kind of the writing process. And then Hardy was a big part of that writer's room.
We wouldn't say it was whack. We would say it didn't, it wasn't.
You talking about season 1?
No, I'm just saying, no. Don't say the consultant team would say it was
hard on yourself
whack.
is what he's saying.
Oh.
It would be more like, this is
not conducive to what the show should be saying.
I don't write all funny jokes. They could be corny. There's the people like, hey, it's corny, it's whack.
So from the consultant side, so we would all get the scripts. There were 4 of us, and there were 2 classically trained writers, a guy who's just funny, and me, who's like a subject matter expert on WASH. And so I was like, we would check, continuity from season 1, like this story doesn't match what we said back then, or this timeline doesn't match up. Right. I'm obsessed with the timeline. Yeah. And then it's like, okay, well, here's a better joke for this bad joke. Right. It's more what it was. It's like, it wasn't that this is whack. It's like, here's a better version of that whack joke.
It's kind of like if you ever listen to an unmastered song, or like I like going and watching. There's this one song by Kanye from Life of Pablo. It's Ultralight Beam, I believe, and I heard Chance's version. Because that's like a Chance song. Yeah. It's either Waves or Ultralight Beam. But if you go listen to the rough version, you're like, man, that's good. But Kanye took it and made it great, right? That's what we would do in consulting.
Yeah. And then I ended up on the... Sometimes 2 heads of, 2 eyes are better than...
we were a second set. We called ourselves I called us the red team. So we were like just the second set of eyes, just to go through any inconsistencies, any, poor, wrong word choice, anything like that, clean it up, send it back to the writers, and then somehow I ended up on the writing team for the last 3 episodes.
This man finagled himself into 3 writing credits.
Now, as far as like the music, because I know it looks like y'all are using like new artists for the season 2. So is it going to be actual soundtrack? Or?
Yeah. So we have one from season 1 too. We have a soundtrack from season 1 too.
Okay.
So yeah, season 2 is going to be. Really
Tell them about the Harlem Film Festival, the Hip Hop Film Festival.
I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I didn't get to go because I couldn't go. But it was a hip hop film festival. We got nominated for 3 awards. Oh, wow. We won. It was audio Audio choice, best music, or best soundtrack, and what was the third one?
Best web series.
Best web series, and go ahead. Which one did we win?
We won the Audience Choice Award.
Audience Choice Award one.
But yeah, we found out about that like during the talk back after our screening. The founder comes in, it's like, oh, while you guys are on stage, you're also nominated for 2 more awards. Okay, bye.
3 awards.
3 awards.
Well, we knew about the one.
Did we know about the one?
We knew about the best
okay.
web series nomination, and she told us about the audience favorite nomination. And
So, we said that to say that the soundtrack was nominated for best soundtrack in the entire festival.
Okay.
Big shout out to Marcus Long, our music supervisor.
Oh, he's amazing.
He's amazing. I trust him implicitly. Nobody on the crew really knows he exists because he's never on set. But he, yeah, some people but this year he has picked an amazing set of artists. In season 1, it was basically all Dallas artists except for one who was from Oklahoma, which is close enough. This year, our strategy was to go all across America and infiltrate those markets and get artists from those markets. We still have a strong Dallas, Dallas probably still makes up 50% of our soundtrack because our show is really Dallas-centric.
All right now, okay.
What's that?
All right now, okay. Because I was like, so it's shot in Dallas, like I just want.
Yeah.
The young lady who plays Chloe, she's on the soundtrack as well.
Terribly
She's a singer.
So yeah, we don't abandon Dallas. We just kind of start pulling from other people just as a strategic marketing and also to get a bigger pool of talent so we can make it even better.
Now, as far as it being shot in Dallas, are y'all gonna try to shoot elsewhere, or are we gonna just remain in
Dallas.
This is home
Yes.
base. This is home base. Yeah, we're not going anywhere else unless we got a boatload of money and we want to shoot somewhere else.
we would have to sell the hell out if we to leave Dallas. I don't even know what that number is to film elsewhere.
Yeah, and I think if anybody did option a season 3 to be on say HBO or Netflix or even to be an Amazon original, they would want it in Dallas because Dallas is a character in
Right.
It's
its own.
itself.
Yeah.
We're naming streets and places and areas that only Dallas people
Using
know.
Dallas slang.
You watch other movies and stuff, and they have their
Dallas slang? I ain't heard nobody say nothing about cross the bridge. So next
cross the bridge.
When I heard somebody say cross the bridge,
We had a slang
There's
list.
literally there was a slang list between me and Couch. It's because we got maybe a few weekends in the film and we're like, man, we don't know if we got enough Dallas into this. Let's just put a list of words and I'll just try to ad-lib them in as we can.
T. Jones. What
The random already.
Yeah. Ain't none. Yeah, definitely. But we're gonna take a break. Give us about 5 minutes. We'll be right back because we gotta pay bills and grab drinks and all that stuff.